Despite years of regular season success in Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers has just one Super Bowl title to his name and owns an 8-9 record in the postseason outside of his run to Super Bowl 45. This year's group currently has the third shortest odds to hoist the Lombardi at 7-1. Stephen A., would a Super Bowl win this season make Rodgers return more or less likely to Green Bay?
To me, probably more. The reason I say that way, and I could be wrong because I don't know, but my thinking is to deliver another championship more than a decade after you won your first one, to be as phenomenally great as he is, and to have done it after making so much noise. Brian Gutekunst and those guys have stood down. Randall Cobb has been added to the roster. They've consulted with Aaron Rodgers on a bevy of other moves that they have made. You see his teammates and how they gravitate towards him, how they feel about him. And obviously, if he stayed, that means it would be prioritizing that they stay because he certainly wouldn't want to be there without them, and they wouldn't want to be there without him. And I think in light of that, it is possible. Obviously, with the contract that he's negotiated, it's not feasible for them to keep him on board. But just like they just restructured this, they could restructure something else in the event that they were in accord with him, that they wanted him to stay. He will have gotten everything that he wanted. And I think the only reason he would leave is because on a personal level, there are better places to live than Green Bay, Wisconsin. That's the only reason I would see him leaving if they ended up winning a Super Bowl based on the relationships he says he now has, Swagoo, with the people in charge.
S.A., I think he's less likely to return either way, Super Bowl or if they don't reach that level. And let me say this, bro. First of all, I get it. I understand what the quarterback means in the NFL. Let me put this PSA out to all of the Green Bay Packers players. Y'all better handle y'all own damn business because Aaron Rodgers is absolutely handling his own. So if you're sitting there waiting to figure out what 12 is going to do about his future in Green Bay, and it's going to determine your future or how you thinking about your future, get off that, bro. Your family got to be taken care of. Let me just get that out there. Devontae is coming up on the contract year. Aaron Jones just re-signed with the Green Bay Packers. Think about what you guys have to do personally and make a decision in that regard, especially speaking to Devontae, because he's going to be good on whatever team he go to.
That's
because
right.
He'll have that option, and he can choose to play with another good quarterback that will give him the same type of opportunities. Here's the thing for me when it comes to Aaron as far as the Green Bay Packers. Last offseason, I thought it was no chance that he would come back. He did the interview, and then we were all like, oh, man, he spilled the beans. Still, for me, it just was talking to me because after all of that stuff transpired during the offseason, you showed up for the first day of camp. That's business. That's football business. So, Stephen A., what did they do? They made the business easier for his exit. You think Aaron Rodgers, out of all of the things that we've seen, out of even the immunization point, you don't think Aaron Rodgers is calculated by now to start setting things up? I think what happened this particular offseason is both parties made a compromise. Aaron said, yo, I'm going to come back. I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to play well like we all knew he would, and we'll have success. So to talk about all of the things that transpired in the offseason will go away. But S.A., that don't mean they didn't. That don't mean all of the stuff that transpired leading into this season is just coincidentally fixed now because they're having success. See, this is what football does. Football hides the inefficiencies and flaws when you having success. That is the age-old tale in any sport. Yeah. Right? We can go back to championship teams and they had turmoil, but we don't focus on that because they won a championship or because they were very good. I think in this particular situation, Aaron Rodgers came back. Green Bay decided to kowtow and be what they needed to be in order for this year to take place. Hopefully they both can get a championship out of it, is their thinking, and Aaron will ride off because they made it easier in the preseason for him to do so.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.